Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Bigfoot and Coffee. I'm your host today, Charles Mills. I'm still pretty sick. I got pneumonia. Um, some other things going on. But I'm here, so let's get the show on the road. Welcome back, guys. Anyways, I'm your host today, Charles Mills. Super happy to be here with you. Really under the weather right now. Um, Super bad, having a hard time breathing. Um, just keeps getting worse. I might have to go in today and get some antibiotics. I called my doctor Wednesday. He's out uh, until Tuesday of next week, 2 days. So, and they said if I'm still feeling bad, call them. They'll get me in. Floyd Randall, what's going on? Dillo, I see you. Les Snow, what's up? Soundwave, Kim Wilson, everybody. I'm glad you guys are all here. Uh, so, haven't done nothing this week. Pretty much laid in bed all week. Not feeling well. Um, didn't get out. Totally missed the rut. Uh, Not good at all. The 9th, the 10th, the 11th, those are the three historically very good days in the woods. And I couldn't stop coughing. I'm eating a cough drop right now as we speak. I'm on some NyQuil and stuff like that. And some decongestant for my chest. So just let everybody know that, I'm not feeling too well. So when you guys get a chance, um, say a prayer for me. What else we got here? Just trying to go over some things. The trail cams, those, I got somebody on those. My daughter's trying to figure that out. She was messing with them a little bit yesterday. Um, so Malibu's working on that, all right? Because I can't figure it out. And trying to get a hold of anybody. Yeah, that trail cam is labeled under different brands. And it's just, we're having a heck of a time trying to find customer support with it. The people that I talked to before, all they are is like, I don't know, some kind of financial people that take your money for the cloud storage. Russell Tell, what's going on? I have been all week. Yeah, you've been sick too, Les. Telling you. Floyd Randall says he's drinking Dunkin' Donuts. I'm drinking all these Piedmont weak because I'm at the end of my coffee. So I'm actually out of coffee. You know, just having a hard time even drinking coffee. You know, so, but hopefully I'll feel better this week because I just feel horrible, man. I mean, horrible. No, Charles. I had been praying for you all week long. Thank you, Les. You know, I need it. Trust me. You know, because I'm just not feeling well. Um, no energy, no nothing. You know, I don't know. It's that time of the year, I guess. Everybody's getting sick. I don't know. You know, my buddy's sick, but he's got something else. You know, I definitely, I definitely got pneumonia. So it feels like I'm drowning when I lay down. So I've been having to try to like sleep up in bed, like on my pillows. Um, but that's pretty much what's going on. Kim Wilson. Hey everybody, thank you, Kim Wilson. Kim Wilson donated for Kim Wilson. As far as hunts are going, I can't tell you anything right now, man, because I'm just hurting the rut. LOL. I've seen more deer after the rut. Smoked a 10-pointer yesterday in Palmyra, Ohio, where the rut's still happening. That's why. It, where I hunt, I hunt Northeast Ohio. I'm Portage County. Around the 10th, 11th, 9th, 10th, and 11th is when we see our peak movement here. And I didn't have a chance. I had a really nice. This was this morning. I had a really nice one on camera this morning. I'll show it to you guys. But the rut don't impress me. Anybody can shoot deer during the rut. I'm one of them pre-rut guys that like to plan and search these large deer out. Here's an 11-pointer we had on camera today. Blow it up for you. Really nice 11-point. He's young. We're gonna let him walk. He's looking like he's maybe 3.5, 4 years old. Years old. Myers, what's going on? How are you feeling, Charles? Not too well. Very under the weather. And I normally don't get sick. You guys know that. Normally I don't get sick. But man, I'm just hurting today. Yesterday, day before that. And I don't want to go to the hospital because what are they gonna do? They're gonna give you some amoxicillin and kick you out the door. Until you make an appointment with your doctor. Is what they're gonna do. Oh, Billy, all right, I see. Hey, good morning, Billy Myers. Floyd. Oh, you're on your cell. Oh, okay. Well, if you notice, they did something weird in the chat. They put at whatever your email is or whatever they're doing, which I thought was pretty weird. They started doing that a couple weeks ago, guys. So, but now that we're all here, let's go ahead and get the morning prayer rolling. Dear Lord, I thank you for the day that you have allowed us. I also thank you for all these people's health and all the good things that happen in their life. Lord, I ask that you look after those who are less fortunate than we. Lord, I also ask that you look after those who are stuck in addiction of any kind, that you ease their pain, knock on the door of their heart, Lord. Let them know that you are the Alpha and the Omega. In the name of the Lord Jesus, amen. All right, guys. Hello, Billy. It's been a while. Glad to see you. That's what Les Snow says. Charles, I've been praying for you. You've been heavy on my heart. Well, I got a lot of stuff going on, not just with my health right now, with the house, um, and everything else, trying to figure out, if I even qualify for a loan and all this other stuff and blah, blah, blah. Um, so there's a lot going on my plate right now. My stress level's through the freaking roof, man. You know, um, so I don't know. It'll, hopefully it'll all get worked out. Um, God's good. A little bit of faith in the Lord goes a long way, guys. You know. Um, Hillbilly Silverman, good morning. All deer on my place have disappeared. Does and bucks. I've got camera put out on 60 acres. All the deer have disappeared. Where are you? You're south. So you're probably in red lockdown. That's why. They're locking them does down. You're not seeing them as much. Waiting for them to come into estrus. Is there anything we can do to help Charles? No, not unless you got $130,000. No, no, there's nothing that you can do. Just be there. As a subscriber to the channel. That's it. That's pretty much all you can do. I know that. I couldn't sleep the other night, so I got up and because the worries of life, were just getting to me, and everything was starting, to weigh on me a little bit, So I started watching some of these sermons online about worrying, and there was just one pastor. He was talking about, what is, the difference between worry and concern, concern is something, that you're concerned about, and that you can fix. Worrying about, something never panned out, and, there's no benefit to it, It's okay to be concerned, but worrying really never has any, this is my last cough drop. This is gonna suck. No. Hopefully I got one laying around somewhere. Because I'll just start coughing. I won't even be able to get through this without a cough drop. So, pray and trust in God. I am, Billy. I am. Yeah, stressing won't help anything. All it'll do is make you sick. Stress is a very bad thing. You know what I'm saying? But, but on some good news is, yes, I have been getting some deer on camera. So they're definitely moving, and they started moving a little bit more. Like around the 7th and 8th, we didn't really see much on camera, because lockdown was happening. And now, it's starting to ramp up. We're seeing more bucks, looking, for that last doe and estrus, So, and this is a really exciting time for me, especially right after it's over, when that, curve, comes down and starts to leveling back off at the bottom, that's when I start seeing a lot of really big bucks, because some of those bucks that drift over from, other properties that you didn't even know exist stay for a while. That's how I've been getting through day by day. Yep, that's what I'm doing, Andy, what's up, man? We keep getting them in the backyard. Yeah, by the crab apples trees. They're probably eating the crab apples, Dylan. That's what I would assume. That's probably why they're back there. They eat crab apples. They eat all kinds of stuff. So, I'm gonna make a doctor's appointment for us, get us rolling on that. Malibu's working on the camera still, so I have no idea what the heck's going on. Two different times I've paid, and two different times it hasn't registered. So I don't know, and I use two different cards. So I'm not too sure what our next step is, but Malibu's gonna figure it out. She was trying to figure it out yesterday. I don't know if she's gonna be able to get anything figured out today because it's Sunday. I don't even know if this place is gonna be open or what. But we're working on it, guys. We truly are. Okay. When I say that, remember that. Floyd, how's it going? That's what Andy says. Gone broke, very sad. Yep. Charles, what do you need to get different camera, or will them work? Let us know. No, those cameras will work, Les. We just got to figure. I think it's a payment thing, but they've been paid twice, $169. I don't know if it's on this phone or on the other phone. I think it's on my other phone. Hold on. Uh-oh, Dilla sent me a picture, I think, or something. Oh, Morty's sleeping. Morty better wake up. So, I just got to get it figured out. Malibu will get it figured out, Les. You know that. She's pretty smart about that kind of stuff. And she's pretty persuasive. Not much time. What is going on? I see you. So we'll get it figured out. We'll get those up, get them running, because they both have been paid for. The other two have not been paid for yet. Okay? Like I said, it's like $169 for a year, 40 is awesome, Michael Fowler, what's up? You ever get the evidence you've been looking for? Oh, well, we've got lots of evidence. Lots of evidence. I went out there the other day, and, I took a doe out of there, out of Old Man Whistler's, drug it all over the woods, let them see, they were beating on trees, knocking on trees and stuff like that. So I want to get back there, because I still got a doe tag. So I want to get back there and maybe take another one and film the whole thing live, if I can. Also my phone's off, guys, so you got to hit me up in Messenger. I think today's the last day I'll have text messaging, because I got to pay the bill. So, but hit me up in Messenger if you need to. Okay. Morning, Michael. Up with have not been me picking up with the channel lately. Yeah. So we haven't really done nothing. I've been sick. Then before that, I was trying to work and help a friend out so I could make some money. Well, that fell through. By the time I got down to the job in Pennsylvania to help my buddy, he had it so messed up that they just threw us off the job. I couldn't even save him. And it was a big rubber roof, and I'm mule hide certified. I've been, I did it for years. He tried to take on a job that he wasn't capable of doing, and he was told by several different people not to. So at the very end, he finally swallowed his pride and called me, but by that time, it was too late, guys. So it is what it is. But, that's pretty much what's happening here. There's not much going on behind the scenes. Not much of anything happening right now. I haven't even went through trail cam pics. We still got a bunch of cards I got to go through. You know, still haven't done nothing. You know, um, we're gonna get a pick back up as soon as my health gets back up to normal, and I get this house situation figured out. You know, it's pretty important to me that I get that figured out. So I'm pulled in a lot of different directions right now, but we will get it done. Okay, just stick with me, trust me. We'll get it done. You know what I'm saying? We will be back out there. You know, getting a large North American primate. You know, on film. So just stick around. You know, and we'll get back at it. So you guys got to remember, you know, that this takes a lot of time. And you ask any researcher, well, any serious researcher, okay, how much time, effort, and money that it actually takes to chase this large North American. Any plans on the house situation? No, I don't. So I'm waiting till Monday. I gotta have an appraiser come out and appraise it for an FHA, loan. See if I even qualify for an FHA loan. And so, you know, get that done and stuff. I mean, I got a few ideas. I mean, if not, then I guess we'll just have to move. Figure something out. It is what it is. That's just how it is. I mean, it is what it is. So, I forgot how big that thing was. Yeah, it's huge. Pretty wide, not counting the one in the reeds. This one was pretty big. Times are rough right now, Charles. For a lot of people, yep, including me, yep, I would. Oh, don't worry about donating, Les. No, Les, don't do that. You've done enough for this channel. And don't you feel bad. Don't you ever feel bad. You hear me? Don't you ever feel bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, if I was doing this, trust me, if I was doing this to make money, I'd be making all kinds of edited videos and, be doing a bunch of fake videos and, I mean, I'd pretty much, be doing Jack Riggs' stuff. Let's put it that way, there. Boom, and yes, that's a shout out. There's kids in the room, get them out. You piece of shit. Yeah, and I'm a little bit angry still, as you can tell, but, like I told you, I'm not here to make money off Sasquatch Rim, this has nothing to do with it, and you guys seen it. You guys purposely see me stay out of the algorithm, no descriptions are filled out that says Bigfoot, hashtag, whoa, holy crap, hashtag this, hashtag that. Doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? That's all just, Trump says more help available for housing, etc. We're about to find out, aren't we? You know what I'm saying? So, we're about to find out. So, interest rates are going down, yeah. Well, we'll see, hopefully that works out. You know what I'm saying? If I only trust 2 channels. Well, that's good, it's, like I said, this wasn't even a Bigfoot channel, dude, I mean, come on, man, this channel was started fishing and hunting, go back and look, and I mean, there was all kinds of videos on it before Sasquatch even got to it, I mean, in retrospect, if I could go back, I would, and I would never put Sasquatch on this channel, but then again, I wouldn't know the things that I know, And I feel that not only am I a better person, and I've also met all of you through Sasquatch, but I also feel that just the knowledge of knowing that this thing is real, um, it was pretty. What is that noise? What that noise was? Yeah, I have no clue. Who knows? But anyways, Billy Myers, and interest rates are going down. They teach you, when I was fishing with kids. Yep. It'll happen, Charles. Have faith. Oh, I believe. I mean, look, all we gotta do is spend time in there, and we'll get breakthroughs. You know what I'm saying? We will. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of time. I don't know what that noise was. It was in the wall. Who knows? A ghost. There. Yeah, maybe I should break out all the paranormal equipment and check it out. Who knows? You know? Charles, you need to take care of yourself first. The house situation is important. Boy, it's very important. Also, your health, please stand strong. I'm working on it, buddy. I'm working on it. Yep. So, we're getting to it, man. Godzilla, good morning. Um, it's just right now, man. I got pneumonia. I am so hurting right now. It's just, uh, one on the roof could be, yeah. Because did you hear that? Could be a Sasquatch peeling off my siding. Yeah, that's nuts. Anyways, I'm not even gonna let it get to me. I don't know what it was. You heard it last year too. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I get sick like once a year, and that's what it usually is. You know what I'm saying? That's what it usually is. So, but anyways, guys, I know this wasn't a long one, but I am gonna get off here because I'm not feeling well, and I'm about to start coughing, gagging, and puking. I can already feel it coming because I'm out of cough drops, and I gotta go get some very quickly. All right. So I want you to know, take a kid fishing. All right. I love you. You hear me? Invest in the youth of this country. By doing so, you're investing in your own future. Think of that. You sit back and have these freedoms that you have, and you enjoy this life because of a veteran. That's fact. You know, and that's just the way it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Buy one a cup of coffee, buy a vet a cup of coffee or something. Help him put his groceries in the car, or her. You know, groceries in the car, or anything, man. Seriously, you know. 216-632-9385, guys. That's my number. Depression is real. Okay. Give me a call. Let's talk about it. Take it in the woods and the water, or leave with it. Nobody likes a litter bug. Yeah. I'm Charles Mills, and I will see all of you in the great outdoors.